Hi, Superstars here, back with another Antimatter Dimensions New Game Plus video, episode 117. And it's been like a few hours since last episode. Yeah, I've spent 9 hours in this quantum. I'm not going to go for any speedrun rewards, because remember, I reset the entire game last episode because of Ghost of Ice. I've done a little bit of progress here, but like, I kept these upgrades because they're more special. So Rebel Conti increases faster. Eternities and dilated time powers up each other. So maybe I can get, if you go here, statistics, if I eternity, it's gonna be really quick. I know I can do better eternities than this, but whatever. That's what I'm currently doing. And honestly, actually, I can probably try to get automatic eternity like this, and then this gets me to 1,000,000, which helps that time study. So I'm gonna, like which one? I'm just gonna wait to get this. It's this one. So, or not this one. This one. Normal dimension boost based on eternities. So that means it's going to give me quite a powerful boost, so I can help increase. It can help increase the numbers faster, and that's essentially what we want. We just want the numbers to increase faster, because we're getting pretty close to meta dimensions. We need 1 septillion. Unfortunately, that's just gonna have to wait a while. So that's what's gonna happen. So yeah, seen a bit. Okay, I'm back just a couple minutes later, and I can get all 4 of these upgrades, which is pretty crazy. It's gonna give me a lot of tachyon particles, hopefully enough that I can unlock meta dimensions quickly. I'm still quite a bit away from unlocking meta dimensions, unfortunately. It's going to be going for more eternity points, going for more tachyon particles, and that's really the thing. I just have to rinse and repeat. It's annoying. It's not much I mean, it's somewhat faster than like the first time you do it, but it's not really as fast as you want it. That's what really makes annoying. I think these upgrades are still, they're still very useful. They give multiple galaxies. While I do this, I can just keep getting more eternity points, because I'm jumping a couple hundred orders of magnitude each time. So it is helpful to keep getting those eternity points. I'm back up to E1 billion antimatter. Here is some more tachyon particles. Hopefully, what am I? 2 sextillion. Okay, I'm getting there. Once I get meta dimensions, it's gonna get easier. Once I get to the meta dimensions, it's just gonna take a while to get there. So I need 50 nonillion dilated time to get the triple amount of tachyon particles again. It's interesting. It's like I'm going through the entire game just faster. That's really what it's gonna be. So maybe I could get more eternity challenges. I don't think they're going to really help all that much. It's really just going to be grinding all the dilation stuff. So maybe 1 more eternity before I dilate time. Maybe E15,000. Okay, not quite. But here we go. It's going to more than triple the amount because of like just more eternity points and all that. I'm now 1% of the way to unlocking meta dimensions. I can probably dilate again in preparation for a tachyon particle formula is better upgrade. This gets me like 8 times as many tachyon particles, which really does help. Also, we go here. We're up to 200,000 neutrinos, and what we can actually do is we can do this to grind neutrinos. This gives me there's this upgrade. The first upgrade is 1,000,000 of any neutrino. So maybe I can get this. It's a meta dimension thing. So it's pretty close. I can do that while I'm waiting for like the dilation stuff to happen, and while I'm just grinding the time theorems for meta dimensions. So maybe if I if I just keep doing it like this. Also, actually, I heard you can crunch, and it's even faster. It also gives me infinity stats. I'm just experimenting with speeds. If I spam, it's pretty fast, but I'm more controlled like this. That seems like the fastest way to get neutrinos. So I think that actually does really help. And now I can get more eternity points. I can get this to get more tachyon particles. I can get this, and probably I have enough for meta dimensions. Here we go. Unlock meta dimensions. I finally have meta antimatter, which is gonna make everything. It's gonna make everything OP because of how overpowered the meta dimensions are. Like, because they are overpowered, like, to dimension boosts and all that. They are really OP to dimension boosts. I can probably even go to dilation and get a lot of cool stuff. I'm up to 20,000 eternity points. Yeah, here are the new upgrades. Probably dilate just because of meta dimensions. That doubles my tachyon particles. Probably if I do enough neutrino grinding, I get almost 1,000 each time I do this. So if I just keep doing this over and over again, and then I get meta dimension boosts, cost less, and that's 110 cheaper. It's pretty crazy. That really is a crazy boost. So I'm just gonna be grinding this over and over again. It's interesting. And then once I feel like I'm done with this grinding, I can just I can go for the dilated time. I can even start another dilated run in preparation for tachyon particle formula is better. That gets me some more upgrades. And then get more eternity points along the way. Get this upgrade. I'm getting close to E40 dilated time. And that should help boost meta dimensions a little bit. So I can get, I think, third meta dimension. I want more neutrinos. So I think this is the fastest way. It gets me like 3,000 electron neutrinos every second. So I think doing it this way is the most efficient. It takes a while to get 1,000,000 though. It takes like, maybe not 10 minutes, but like 5 minutes. And I sort of don't want to be sitting here all day doing this. So, I mean, maybe I can go a little faster and it'll be a little faster, but it's sort of boring just doing this all day, crunching all day to try to get as many neutrinos as I can. I'm getting about 900 each crunch. That's what it looks like. So it feels like I'm getting somewhere because I'm halfway to 1,000,000. I really want to get to 1,000,000 though. It's just this thing. I really want it to get to 1,000,000. So I can just keep doing this. I'm just gonna do this and just look at the dilation tab just so I can grab any upgrades that pop up. And then I can even go to meta dimensions, try to get some of the meta dimension stuff. And just keep alternating between meta dimensions. This is meta antimatter percentage to quantum. Yeah, I'm really far away from that, unfortunately. But I'm gonna get farther, especially when the meta dimension boosts become cheaper. So this is an interesting strategy. It's just me alternating between these two tabs, me spamming the crunch button, and that seems like it. Just rinse and repeat this process, which is sort of dumb. It's not my favorite process to do, but it's okay. This is gonna give me a bunch of tachyon particles, which allows me to get this more eternity points. One of my I'm just gonna check meta dimension. I can get the fourth meta dimension. What am I up to neutrino wise? 636,000. That's not even close. It's so tempting. I'm just gonna do it some off camera and just see where I end up. Okay, I'm now finally close to 1,000,000 neutrinos. It took a while, but here we go. Meta dimension boosts cost less. This is probably going to go down. Went down quite a bit, but it should probably mostly go back up. So now, if I go to meta dimensions, I can get all these I don't even need. I can get so many. This is great. There's 10 meta dimension boosts. That actually really helps things. That one upgrade. And I think it's permanent. Like, I'm going to be keeping this upgrade across Ghostify. So, I mean, that means I am sacrificing a little bit of dilated time or tachyon particles for this. I'm getting so many eternity points, though, that sacrifice is really nothing. So, this upgrade is pretty OP. Because, yeah, I get another meta dimension boost. Also, these meta dimension boosts are like cheaper than before. So, I think this is meant to make E446 meta antimatter not a grind, because normally it is a grind and everyone hates it. So, that's what it's like. So it looks like, I mean, that's exciting. The next one costs 10 million, and it's a replicants thing, so I mean, I do eventually want this. Egons hatch instantly, and workers do not consume others, which is going to be a lifesaver in nanofield, but that's when we get back to nanofield. We are so far away from nanofield. I'm actually going to turn this off, just in case. Just so I don't do anything really stupid. So I'm just going to... So, it looks like... I mean, this is exciting and a lot. Let's see where I am a little later. Yeah, see you in a bit. Okay, we're back in New Game Plus Plus. Back on the grind. And we are... I am now up to a little bit farther. It's not maybe all that far, but it is somewhat farther. And I can actually dilate again, get more tachyon particles. But this is the big thing. Get a multiplier to meta dimensions based on tick speed, which means that this should be a pretty powerful boost, because I definitely need a boost right now. It's pretty slow. I could try grinding neutrinos. Yeah, I have to do it like this, but it's still sort of slow, unfortunately. So I really want to get farther. Unfortunately, just the dilation grind is pretty unrelenting. I would have thought the dilation grind would be a little more lenient than this, but turns out it's actually pretty strict. Or, I mean, pretty harsh. Not like strict, but let's dilate until we can get this upgrade. And then we can triple our tachyon particles. We can get this E59 dilate at a time. Then I get the next upgrade, and this is going to be pretty... It's not the most powerful, but it does help a little bit. I'm just going to wait. Okay, I waited. Tachyon particle formula is better, is probably the best way to go, just because it's going to be super easy to get all the dilated time back. I'm just going to get these. And now, meta dimension shifts, boosts, and per 10 upgrades are boosted by dilated time, which is a lifesaver. This is going to make meta dimensions a lot faster. Look at this. We're already up to like E130 meta antimatter. It's that powerful. That upgrade actually really helped things. The eternity points are skyrocketing. I can even get another meta boost. I'm pressing R. It doesn't seem to be doing anything. Maybe I still have it on. I'm not sure. Without pressing R, it may be a bug in my favor. That I'm really not sure, but whatever. It's not doing what it's supposed to be doing, so I guess that is the way it'll go. So, dilated time. It's going to be a lot of tachyon particles gained just because of the huge boost to the meta dimensions. Up to 5 E44. We're getting close to E64 dilated time. I mean, it definitely is faster than before. It's like after getting this upgrade, it doesn't really, meta dimensions doesn't feel like a grind anymore. I mean, I know it's not the fastest thing ever, but it doesn't feel like a grind. to get through. It's like episode 35. This is what it feels like. It feels like faster, but it doesn't feel like super fast. So that is, I need E190 meta antimatter to get the next meta boost. Just get this. Should easily get me to E68, which should really help boost everything. I can just max buy these now. It's really not much harm into max buying it. That's like 10 times more tachyon particles. There actually is a little bit of an inflation happening. It's not really inflation, but like it's like not showing signs of slowing down. Because like when it does seem to slow down, I just get like a tachyon particle formula is better upgrade, and that just makes everything even more overpowered. So actually, it's interesting. This is very reminiscent of episode 35 of this series, even though we're like so much later than 35. Here's another tachyon particle formula is better upgrade. It's gonna give me massive amounts of boosting. I should just easily get to E100 dilated time. It shouldn't even be that much of a contest to reach. But how are the meta dimensions doing? Since I have more dilated time, the meta dimensions are much faster, which helps speed things up. Here is another tachyon particle formula is better, along with the triple the amount of tachyon particles gained. It's like 60 times all the tachyon particles, and then I can get this upgrade. Meta antimatter effect on dimension boost is stronger. E58, getting more dilated time upgrades. The meta dimensions are flying just like the eternity points. And another tachyon particle formula is better upgrade. They are so powerful. More of these upgrades, it's about 10 times. Another triple the amount of tachyon particles gained. I can get this, but then I can also get this. Another tachyon particle formula is better. We're quickly approaching E100 dilated time. It's fast. It's not as fast as before, like before I ghostified, but it's still pretty fast. Like once you get up to like E70 dilated time, there's like a big speed increase. I still have to manually meta boost, which is annoying. It's not the end of the world, though, to be doing this manually, because I get the meta antimatter like back really quickly. So there's another huge chunk of dilated time production. E98, E99, and E100 should be basically right here. I'm just gonna wait for the tachyon particle formula. It's better. There's E100. This is gonna give me another burst of dilated time, which means we have unlocked mastery studies. And since there's an achievement reward right here, it's like, or I think it's this one. Time to production is 100 times faster. This actually really helps this stage of the game. I'm just gonna get, I think you just go in order. And this should give me a massive boost to all production. Like, especially once I eternity once, the production should go through the roof. It's actually not going through the roof, but it's still quite fast. So, let's see. Meta dimensions. They're up to E308. And I think this could be a good time to end the episode, because I mean I know it slows down a little bit at this stage of the game. I always try to get the meta dimension one. This is a dilated time boost. I'm not even really looking to make like the optimal builds. I'm just like going by whatever I can get right now. So can I get any more tachyon particles? Just a little bit. Not as. So this is where it starts to slow down. I remember this is the slowdown point. I can actually get one of these upgrades, which does help me gain more tachyon particles. But that's basically it. With this, which Of course, that means it's going to give me a massive amount of tachyon particles, but that's really all we can do. The meta dimensions, I'm just going to try to grind this to E446 and quantum next episode. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed. Peace out.